Angelinos, it's Chris Maldonado, the Galaxy guy, coming to you with yet another post-game Quickcap. If you're one of those people that were out there keeping prayers for the LA Galaxy to whichever deity you're devoted to, your prayers were answered this weekend. The LA Galaxy came through with a big, enormous win against the Colorado Rapids at home. This win is a lot bigger and it weighs so much more because Colorado was behind us by just one single point. Had the LA Galaxy lost this game, Colorado would have jumped us in the standings and it would have buried the LA Galaxy's chances for playoffs even further, making it almost impossible for them to secure a spot. But thankfully, as it stands right now, the LA Galaxy is back in the playoff spot, 7th place in the Western Conference, which frankly not very good, but hey, it's something and it gives the Galaxy a ledge to stand on. A lot of good things to talk about for the LA Galaxy this past Saturday against Colorado. First of all, they might have just played their best offensive game all season long. They were just a constant threat to Colorado's back line. Chicharito showed up big with a phenomenal goal. Raheem Edwards scored possibly the best goal we've seen any defender in this team score in a very long time. Even Douglas Costa showed up for this game, and he played what was arguably his best game in an LA Galaxy jersey. It was phenomenal. Now, on top of that, the very best thing for the LA Galaxy has been Ricky Puig. Is it Puig? Is it Puig? Spooge? Anyway, I'm going to kick this over to our very own Matt Granger, who has been a diehard Barcelona fan for years, and he has followed Ricky all the way to LA. So what do you have for us, Matt? Tell us about Ricky.
Matt Granger here, just here to touch on Ricky Puig and his recent performances. 2 goals, 5 assists within the last 6 starts, and 3 assists in just last night's start. What more can you say about the kid? We go down a man and somehow he still looks like we're upper person, even with Ricky Puig on the field. I think you're seeing how much more dynamic the team can be, much more offensive it can be, and just as quality as a former Barca player. Looking forward to San Jose. This team is not like the team it was before Ricky showed up, so road to playoffs is narrow, but we're definitely getting there one game at a time.
This is Casey from the Galaxy Guy podcast. I wanted to give a shout out to Ricky Puig, who's maintained above a 90% pass completion rating in the 500 plus minutes he's played for the Galaxy so far. And I'm just amazed watching this guy every time he steps on the field. He has just an absolute great production rate, and the energy he brings to this team is admirable. Gaston Brugman had his best game yet for the LA Galaxy last night, scoring 2 goals. The first coming in the 22nd minute off of a beautiful through ball from Samuel Granciere, and the second coming in the 52nd minute with a great shot outside of the box that curled into the top right corner of the net. Gaston Brugman also had a 96% pass completion rating in 82 minutes played.
Absolutely. Ricky has been the X factor for the Galaxy this season. He has been the best signing in a very, very long time, and he might be the single player and the single reason why the LA Galaxy makes it to the postseason. Taking into account all of the good stuff, the very, very worst for the Galaxy on the night, the bad, was Douglas Costa getting that reckless red card. I get it. He was sticking up for Samuel Granciere, but let's face it, it was extremely reckless of him to do. He got himself a red card, which means he left the team down a man at a very crucial stage in the playoff race, and it means that he is now suspended because, let's face it, MLS takes these very serious. When there's a hand to the face, he's going to be most likely suspended for, at the very least, an extra additional game, possibly 2, which means Douglas Costa is out for the rest of the season, most likely.
Moving on to the bad, conceding a goal in the 91st minute to Colorado. It would have been nice to see a 4-0 shutout at home, but as we'll discuss shortly here, the Galaxy went down to 10 men, leaving things a little bit open on the defensive end, and Colorado was able to get a consolation. Moving on to the ugly, Douglas Costa's red card, pushing Michael Barrios in the back, knocking him to the ground, and also striking Felipe Gutierrez in the face, which made Joe Dickerson reach for his pocket and pull out the red card. We'll see what the disciplinary committee has to say about this, but I'm expecting at least a 2-game suspension, but we'll see what happens. Thanks, guys, for listening, and we'll see you soon.
There you have it. The Galaxy put on a great performance. Now we continue to pray, and we hope that the LA Galaxy can continue this momentum, carry it into the next 3 games, qualify for the playoffs, and then put on a good show. We'll see you guys next week.